James told me to tell him, listen to this. He said, give me your lawyers so so we can start the process. And what other agents have you worked with? So now he goes, I don't know anything or worked with anybody else except Rob Feinstein.
Which, if I remember correctly, Rob Feinstein was pissed off that he even put his name out there.
He burned him for $400. He burned him out of $400.
Right.
And Feinstein's made that public on all forms of social media. And then he mentioned another person's name that will vouch for him, which he did kind of vouch for him in a way in that he does buy stuff off of him. Now, what he does on his end after he buys it, that's few and far between.
Yeah.
And then his last message to me was, we can solve this like adults or handle it a different way, but I don't think any of you want it the different way because step face to face and see what happens.
That's the one I read. The keyboard warrior.
Are you going to step face to face?
This guy does he even live local? I would like to see if he lives locally.
He lives in He lives in Bryant, Arkansas.
He lives where?
Bryant, Arkansas.
Oh, yeah, because he's coming to Legends of the Ring.
He's getting on a train.
Well, with all the money he made off of scamming people, I'm sure he has got enough money to book his own flight hotel.
He's got his own personal jet.
Yeah, he's got his own personal jet.
With his crop circle in the back.
Forgery Airlines.
Something like that.
Oh my God! The best one is fake Shield autographs.
Oh God, those autographs look terrible. They're not remote. If you we talked about this last night. If you look and compare side by side to a real autograph to what his is, it's all autographed, but the fake one is all autographed by the same person.
That was only Edge called it.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting that people do this stuff to try to burn people out of money, and it hurts us. It hurts all the good people that do bring in talent and do all these signings, and then what we do with these extra pictures to try to make a little extra. Not that we're getting rich off of this.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's the problem. People get a little taste of money, and then they try to get a little greedy, and they try to, get 2, 3, 4, 5 times the amount more. And they try to find ways to do it, and that's what happens. You get forgeries, you get BS private signings where you're basically ordering bulk from someone else's signings and passing them off as your own, or taking pictures off someone else's website and using that picture of the guy signing that photo as your own, and making fake certificate of authenticities, and it's really disgusting, and it's an unfortunate. You got to pay somebody to authenticize your autograph after you buy it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I mean, but it's happened before. I mean, Eric Pleska got nailed for it with the fake Macho Man and Roddy Piper autographs.
What about the Ronda Rousey autographs that he had? He also had fake Ronda Rousey autographs.
You had Danny D'Amato selling the fake shit.
Danny D'Amato is a real, he's stupid for that. Those autographs don't even compare to any of the autographs we've golfed in. That was a totally different thing. Like a child wrote that. that Page autograph, and it just, to me, is just so mind-blowing how somebody can. It's just, to me, that was complete. That was horrible. And then not even that. To sell them for like 10. What was he selling them for on eBay? For like $5?
I don't even know.
It was like something like that. He was selling them selling that, you're selling like Randy Orton for like $5. Who sells a Randy Orton autograph for $5?
Nobody.
Exactly.
Yep. I mean, I got my my money's worth out of Pleska because I bought a whole bunch of other stuff, non-signature stuff. So when he threw in the 2 autographed Macho Man pictures, I was skeptical from day one because I've received Macho Man's autograph in person from Macho Man himself when I was a kid, and then I bought another one when I was older, and it was very similar in signatures, and the ones he sold me weren't even close.
Wow, that's a shame.
Yeah. So whatever. I threw him in my album. Nobody's gonna see him. All the other stuff I wound up buying from him, was, personal stuff I wanted to buy. So I don't feel like I get ripped off because I got all that other crap. But I said what I had to say.
Yeah, you live and you learn.
Yep. So.
You live and you learn. It's too bad. It's too bad that he's like that, and he just. I'll never be a vendor at any of his shows if he decides to run another show past the 11th of June. I refuse to work with that man.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt. He contacted me, and I was like, all right, I'm up for it. If we have the opening, we'll send someone down there. We'll cover your show. If you want me to bring anybody, I'll see what I can do. But then when he started booking talent on his show that I already was in contractual agreement with to do shows elsewhere on the same date, and then his defense was to try to stiff arm me, and they'll say, all right, we'll let the talent decide. No, the talent doesn't decide. The talent's being paid to go where the promoter wants them to go. It's not where the wrestler wants to go. And he tried to stiff arm me, and then I'm like, you're barking up the wrong tree. It's not happening. He's
been like that for years, and he always will be like that for years. He can do it to everybody else, but when it's done to him, it's the biggest travesty since sliced bread.
Mm.
That's a travesty?
Sliced bread, and I like sliced bread.
Well, it's basically, to make a long story
Biggest travesty since RDP.
Bully wanted to come to Chiller, and it was on his dime, and what was I going to tell Bully? That he can't show up with his freaking girlfriend? What am I supposed to do? What can I tell him? No, you can't come?
Yes, it's been done to me.
He was going to come regardless.
Yeah, well, look. I have a thing where if you're a wrestler and you're being paid to come to a show and you want to bring your significant other, that's got to be on your dime, not my dime. It's got to be on your dime, and they don't come to the signing. You put them in the hotel or they go somewhere elsewhere, but you're supposed to keep it at a professional level. You're there to be signing autographs. That's what you're paid to do, not the other way around.
Exactly.
So.
And then he was like, and he basically said, oh, we don't do business no more, you're a two-timer. And then the straw that really broke the camel's back for me was when I had EC3 back in September. He double-shotted himself and booked himself on the PWS show in Brooklyn.
Right.
And he had told me about it, and I said, they'll pay for my flight and whatever and whatnot, so you have no expenses or whatever and whatnot. And I said, yeah, that's fine, no problem. He goes, I'll open at PWS and I'll close in Staten Island and Warriors. I said, yeah, that's fine. And whatever. So I was getting ready to drive him back to Brooklyn after the seminar, and Joe told me that
Pleska.
He took Bellini took the Pleska, and Pleska was like, don't send to Greg here. He's not welcome here. I said, so how is your talent going to get to your show? You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. If I wanted to be a real scumbag and screw them out of not appearing as advertised, I could have been a real prick. I said, you know what? I'll give you the $600 that they paid you not to go there.
Well, that's his whole thing. He thinks he can outspend other people, and he tries to strong on people into, thinking that intimidation is the factor. But when he goes up against somebody that just doesn't give a shit, say like me, and he wants to talk his smack, and it just goes in one ear and out the other with me, then he starts to go with the legal stuff. And you can't go to the legal stuff when the guys that you're booking were already booked. You can't you can't do that. And then he probably wanted to do the same thing that he did with your guy, is go from one show to the other. And I said, well, that's the problem. I was like, because my guys, your show and the show that I'm doing in Keyport, they're exact same time. And there's no way I'm going to be able to do the pre-show in Keyport and then run over to your show and have it do and make your pre-show and then run back to Keyport, because some of them are wrestling. It's just not. No, it's just not. It's one, it's not right, and two, technically, if you're a talent being brought in, technically you should be getting paid for another appearance.
Pretty much.
You should be getting paid for another appearance. So, if I bring them to Wrestle Pro and PWS, technically, well, you say like the Wolves can say, well, you know what? We want another $200 each because you're bringing us to another show.
Yeah.
So they don't think that. Say, all right, you know what? Then you give me the $200 each for the three of them. Give me the $600, and I'll have them come over there and spend a couple hours there, and then we're leaving.
That's all.
But he didn't do that. His first thing was to get defensive, try to threaten me, which ended real quick, and strong arm me and tell me that we'll leave it up to the talent. I said, bro, I'm paying for them. They're going where I bring them. That's how it works. You've been doing this a long time. You should know this. If I say we're going to A, we're going to A. Why? Because I'm paying you to go to A, not B.
Yeah.
So.
Good. Unbelievable. He's a real jerk off.
Well, all right, man. We're getting ready to get out of here, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, you got it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Wish your mom a happy Mother's Day.
I definitely will. Hey, JT.
Hey, buddy.
I love you.
I know you do.
Buddy.
I love you too.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yep. Okay.
I lied.
That was Richie D. Gregorio of RDB Promotions. Check him out on Facebook. Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up.
Be nice to the kid.
Oh my God. It's about that time to put this show in the books, as we're closing in on the 8 o'clock hour. And JT, good show.
Yeah,
Good show. Thanks to Richie DeGreg of RDP giving us a call in. Thanks for Steve Carlton for not picking up the phone like a man. And we ask all the people out there all over the world on this Mother's Day to help control the nitwit population and have your friend spayed or neutered. On behalf of JT and Nick DeBeard, whatever the hell you are, I am Coach Kev. Yep, the coach. Coach Kev, signing off. We will see you next week.
Hashtag Free Robbie.
Free Robbie here on the Damage 365 Radio Network.